We own a Bosch Maxx 1000 front loader. It's nearly 10 years old and recently the rinse cycle stopped working. My husband looked at it and it appears that there is most likely a problem with the motor that runs the drum. The belt is still intact, electrical system and water pump all still work fine. We were wondering if we should get it repaired or get a new machine? Will things from this age start breaking down? Is the motor expensive to repair?
Hi. Welcome to Just Answer. What is the model number on the manufacturer's label attached to the machine, please? It will be in this format. XXXXX/U6 or something similar with a, and 2 numbers after it. Thank you.
I found this one WFL 2000/28 FD 8507 901307. Does that look right?
Yes, it does. I am with another customer at the moment. Give me a bit to finish up WTH them and I will return to your question as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. Okay, Aaron. Back with you. I'm going to go to the tech site and have a look at the manual for your unit. Be about 15 minuets. Okay, Aaron. Let's see if any error codes are being stored in the unit's memory. Set the program selector to the off position. Press the 2 function buttons next to it and then rotate the selector to the EasyCare program. The unit will display an error code if one is stored. If no error code, the unit will display active and finished LEDs. What you are looking for is an error code. If you have a digital display, it will show up in that screen. If no digital readout, then watch for illuminated lights on the cycle panel. Please write down any error codes, or illuminated lights, and post them here. Let me know if no error code is displayed. Thank you. Aaron, I have submitted an additional offer to you for a complete set of factory service manuals and diagnostic procedures. These are not owner's manuals. They are the same manuals that professional appliance repair persons use. I highly recommend accepting the offer because with them available you can continue to keep this unit up and running for many years to come at just a fraction of the cost of just one service call out. Thank you for your consideration. Best, Smithy note, not accepting the offer will in no way make any difference and are working together to resolve your present problem. The Home Smithy 41687.21928034772.
Sorry. Got caught up in kiddie school run. I'll go and check the washing machine now for the error codes and I'll check with my husband in regards to XXXXXXXXXX manual.
I know the feeling, Aaron. I get to take my niece, grandniece and grandnephew to school quite often. Then it's track, ballet, shopping or Lord knows what after school. I'm glad my sister only works on call. Soccer grandpa I'm not. Equals.
Okay, so I press the buttons next to the dial, which were rinse plus and quick wash. There is no electronic display, so I watched for which lights illuminated, and only the ready light lit up, which usually would when turning the dial to EasyCare. Also, I just got an email saying the funds had gone out of my account for the manual, but I didn't mean to do that. Eric.
Aaron, the funds for the manual should not be taken from your account. I see nothing on my end indicating that you accepted the offer. Did you at any time accept either one of my answers or the manual offer? When you say account, are you talking about your account here at JustAnswer, or your funding source account, usually a credit card or PayPal? I will check the manual about the ready light. Back in a few. Thanks, XXXXXXXXXX are being very helpful. I'll definitely make sure I'll wait for the payment to finish. I pressed a button saying more information. I thought anyway I was a little distracted, and then I got an email saying, "Hello, you have accepted an offer for factory service manuals regarding your Australia white goods question. Your credit card transaction was completed successfully. If you haven't already done so, please follow the link below to return to your question and continue your conversation with your expert." Return to your question. By the looks of my bank account, it's only missing the money that will be for you answering Met questions at the moment. I don't think there is enough for the manual in that account anyway, so should be okay. Sorry for the freak out. Aaron, you didn't freak me out. The kid next door with the gun just did. Heard a lot of screaming, in Spanish, so I went there and he was backing out of the apartment pointing the gun inside. I disarmed him and knocked him to the ground. His father held him till the cops got here. Whoa. I'm still shaking. Give me a second to get the manual up again. Aaron, I believe that you may have a bad NTC or heating element. This can cause the unit to stall at the rinse cycle. What you need to do is remove the back panel of the unit. The heating element must be removed to test it and the NTC. The heating element is an oval-shaped part at the bottom rear of the wash drum. To remove it, just loosen the hex nut and disconnect the wires going to it. Wiggle it out and remove it from the unit. Test the heating element contacts with a digital volt-ohm meter, DVOM, set to the 2000 ohm scale. You should have 0.00 reading, continuity, if you do not replace the heating element. If you have continuity, then test the contacts of the NTC, square connector to the right of center, and let me know what the ohms value and ambient air temperature is. I have a chart to see if it is within spec or not. Best, Smithy.
OMG. How scary is that? I hope everything is okay. Now. Your email is a bit above my comprehension, but my awesome husband is home, so I am going to get him to take over and have a look and then get back to you. I feel, and a little bit too late, that I should have mentioned that we think the drum is not moving on the wash cycle either. But Warren will get back. Between kids' baths, etc., skeptical.
Brought the blood pressure up just a little bit. I do security for the world-famous Dog House Saloon here in Tehachapi, CA. I haven't had to disarm anyone at the bar, but I do have the training to do so. Funny. First time I have ever had to use it and everything was backwards. No one ever trains to take a gun from behind the gunman. Good thing he is only 14 years old. Not that big yet. http://i58.tinypic.com/5f2key.jpg, me on the door. Warren, I'm going to be heading to bed here in about an hour. If I don't hear from you by then, I'll check in when I get up. Best, Smithy.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.